Hey traders and investors, it's Serge Berger here. I've talked about ratio charts in the past in these videos. Today I want to have a look at one of the more important ratios as far as U.S. equities is concerned, and that's the Russell 3000 versus the S&P 500. It's very straightforward, but it can tell us a whole lot about what's going on in any time frame. In this case, I'm going to start with the big picture here. I have the Russell 3000 versus or divided by the S&P 500. So it's small mid caps in a ratio versus large caps, and you can see this relative outperformance in the Russell since 2009 has begun to break down this year, and in fact fairly meaningfully so. So the Russell 2000, so the small caps have finally sort of given us relative weakness versus those large caps. That is structurally very important and something to keep in mind going forward. So if we now zoom in on this chart and go in a little bit closer and look at some different time frames, you'll also note, for example, that all of this year in 2014, the Russell has been lagging, and it now is starting to give us some hopes of giving us a little bit of relative strength. You can see the Russell 2000 here perking up. So the recent sell-off and rebound in the broader markets has given us relative strength by small caps. So that's something to look for. So I would say it's not necessarily a blind spot to buy small caps on a relative basis, but I think sort of through sort of a multi-week lens, maybe into a year-end kind of thing, relative strength in the small caps may be possible, which would then get the bigger picture trend to sort of retest that broken trend from the 2009 levels, and so this is how you look at these types of ratio charts. Again, great for perspective, not so much to give you exact levels to trade against or towards, but for perspective, and really perspective is probably the most important thing we can do. We can try to get for trading and investing, because it really helps us in keeping our risk management in check. I hope this makes sense. As always, if you got any questions, you can hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter handle is SteadyTrader, and I'll see you in the next video.